jackpot. The link worked, so I went and checked that out. I like that for a couple reasons. One, they did include ventilation, so that there's a way for that moisture to escape and not build up. You may need more or less depending on your environment. More specifically your humidity level and how much moisture you add into that bin. So that's just something to be mindful of as you're doing it. But I don't see any issues with this setup at first glance. And so in regards to what's going on here in this thread, you're saving your pupa, feeding two to your reptiles and keeping one in order to keep your colony going. First thing on that, pupa actually have more protein than the larva. So that's a really good way to utilize what you've got there. And second, you're saving some back by not feeding them all off. That way you should get production. A couple of things with the mesh system though that is potentially not ideal. If you don't feed your beetles enough moisture, they will cannibalize those eggs. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is because that mesh is elevated, the intent of those systems is that the beetles lay their eggs and like drop them down into the below substrate, or if they lay them up top, those mealworms will hatch and then crawl down. But if cannibalization occurs, those eggs aren't going to hatch and turn into anything. And so you need to keep those beetles well hydrated. But on the flip side, you don't want to add so much moisture that it molts. So really you just need to pay attention to that top tray of beetles and make sure that they have consistent moisture available. Otherwise, they are going to eat those eggs. Also, if you're overpopulated, if you have too many beetles in that top tray, they're going to cannibalize as well, just to help reduce the numbers around them. It's a natural thing. And so you may be putting too many beetles in the top of that. For reference, I put 1,500 beetles in one of these blue trays behind me. It's a 600 millimeter by 400 millimeter tray, roughly 24 inches by 16 inches. So you won't need as many in yours, but we can do the quick math if we need to, if you need any help with that, in order to figure out how many beetles you need up top. But if you get too many beetles, that's also going to actually reduce your production, because they will cannibalize even more, just to make sure that they don't overpopulate. So otherwise, I think that that's a good system setup to start with. And maybe those might be a couple things that are happening to reduce the volume of larvae that you're producing. And then one last quick thing. If you, on that bottom tray where your larvae are, if you sift your frass out, be mindful that you're also going to take babies and eggs with that. And that's going to put a gap in your production. I can go into more detail if that doesn't make sense.